Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm here to talk to you about what it's like to travel with your baby or toddler and how to overcome jet lag. So these are the tips and tricks that we've used with our family while traveling with Mirabell that's worked for us. Now, when it comes to the plane ride itself, some people will tell you, oh, go ahead and adjust your child on the plane to the time zone that you're traveling to. For us as a family, we've never done that. It's always been a free-for-all on the plane, meaning that if Mirabell wants to take a nap or have a little bit of a longer sleep, we will let her. The plane is already uncomfortable, it's tight, it's small, so if our child just wants to sleep the whole time or for a longer period of time, we will let her. When we're actually at our destination, the two biggest tips that we use, especially during the day and night, is for the daytime, use sunlight, and then for the evening, make sure that their sleep environment is dark. Why? Because it will help them adjust their circadian rhythm to know what daytime is in the time zone that you're at and nighttime. If you're traveling to a place and, for example, you can't do walks outside because it's cold or it's dark, you can also use artificial light or have a lot of noise going around them during the day. So for example, if you're going to a market, that would be great to bring them to so they know, hey, it's loud, it's daytime here, I should adjust. Or for example, the mall. But we try to get her out in the sun as much as possible, and at night we keep the room very quiet. We have some of her sleep routine that we keep. So for example, brushing her teeth at night, giving her her bath, sleep sack on, having the quiet noise on, so the machine on. So all those indicates to her that, hey, this is what mom and dad use back at home. It's here as well in the new environment that I'm in. I need to sleep. For the first, let's say 3 to 7 days, depending on how long our vacation is, we just understand that it's gonna be a crapshoot. She's not going to sleep through the night, even though she slept through the night back home, and that is absolutely okay. So we get her up. Usually it's only about an hour if she wakes up at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and then we're able to settle her to get back to bed. But the biggest thing when your child does wake up is if, for example, change the diaper if it's quite full, change it. We like to offer a feed as well, because usually during the daytime, she would eat a lot or drink a lot. So we would offer her a snack, so maybe 2 to 3 ounces instead of the full 8 ounces. And then we don't play with her. So she loves to say hi mom and dad, thinking that, oh, hey, it's the morning or the afternoon, but it's not here in this time zone. So we limit our interaction. We keep the lights dim still, everything quiet. We don't open the curtains. So she understands, okay, I need to fall back asleep. For her, it usually takes about 60 minutes to fall back asleep. Now, this all works great in theory, but every kid is different, and you know your kid best, so you gotta do what's best for your kid, but this is what's worked for us. Now, I find that adjusting, let's say +1 to -1 hours, they say in theory, just keep them on the time zone that you're at. My kid, even though I've tried to do that several times, she always adjusts. Even when we fly between the two provinces, British Columbia and Alberta, she will always adjust every time we go to Alberta. She'll never stick to the time zone here in BC. So that's interesting. If your kid is able to stick to that time zone, why not leave them there? Now, what I actually found most difficult was not adjusting her to Europe is when we did like -3 hours from our current time zone. So when we did Vancouver to Hawaii, that was really hard because everything was like 3 hours later, I think, with Hawaii time or something like that. It was just a lot harder. So for that one, we ensured that she had quality naps. So for example, long stroll or walk still. We try not to spend a lot of our time in our hotel or Airbnb because we're on holidays. We want to see things, we want to experience everything. So we do a lot of stroller naps, or if we know we need to travel somewhere, I'll try to line up her nap for that car ride so she's able to nap in there, and I limit the amount of time she naps during the day. So depending on your child's wake window and what's age appropriate for them. This is not a sleep training schedule. Whatever is appropriate for them, I would stick to that as much as possible. But just like us as adults, if we sleep a lot during the day, we're going to be awake at night. We're not going to adjust. And the same principle is what I found with my little one, is that if I let her sleep all throughout the day, she's not going to be sleeping at night in the new time zone that we're at. But thankfully, after all the travels we've done, she always seems to adjust. And whether it takes 3 days, on average for us, it's about 3 days to about a week till she fully really adjusts. At the end of the day, you gotta believe in your little one and the ability they have, because they will adjust. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you have more questions for me that I didn't go over, please drop them down in the comments. I would love to support you and help you out, as this was a big question for me as a new mom traveling with a baby, is how to overcome jet lag with a little one. But they do figure it out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I hope to see you next week. Until then.